Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A. And yes, gone through now my second round of catching a cold of some sort. I actually started to feel better about a week and a half ago and I caught something else. I can't believe it. So my voice is a little bit funky, but I wanted to do this mid-March faves and flops because I have like a huge video coming up. It's all MCO products I wanted to go over. So I think I'm really just going to go over my faves and flops of everything else because there's just so many other things I wanted to get to it. I think the only thing I'll mention from MCO is I got this as with my order and I paid my own cash money for it. They sent me this little cute little headband, and these are wristbands. So you know when you wash your face and the water runs down your arm, these little wristbands catch the water so they don't go down and get into your clothes or your bathrobe or your shirt, anything like that. But this is so cute. And it was a free gift with my order along with free shipping. So I had really a good experience with the MCO, especially their customer service. Unbelievable. So anyway, I'm going to start off with food. Why not? And I'm not wearing lashes today, and I'm actually testing out the MCO makeup, so my makeup isn't, this is the end of my work day, so this is MCO makeup at the end of my work day. Yeah, so I might have mentioned this in the past. These are chocolate covered yogurt bars. They're ice cream, and this is such a treat for me. I look forward to it. There's only 4 in the box. And I like the vanilla one with the chocolate coating. I've tried the other flavors and none of them do it for me. But this, oh my goodness. Yeah, really, really good. And it's yogurt, frozen yogurt, so I think it's slightly better than ice cream for you. But if you see these in the grocery store, they're around $5, $6 for a box. It's really worth giving it a try just to see. For snacking, I bring these to work too. These are the Sargento Balance Breaks, and I have the one with the cranberries, almonds, and the cheddar cheese. They're really nice, and you can see on the back there's a nice assortment of the dried cranberries, and then and the almonds, and then in the other side you've got that cheddar cheese, little pieces. It's just the perfect snack at work and to take with you. And yes, I know I can buy large amounts of these things and make my own baggies to go, but I don't. So I have these and it's very convenient and fun. Last but not least, I love peanut butter crackers. I always keep them. I have a friend who's diabetic and I always keep a little pack in the car in case he has a low blood sugar problem. These are the Good and Gather peanut butter crackers from Target, and I like them better than any of them, Ritz or Lance or any of them. These are really good, and they're only $2.19 for a pack of 8, which I think is a really good deal. Most of the Ritz ones, they run around $4 for a pack of 8, so almost half price, really. But give them a try next time you're in Target or Target. Okay, hair care. I was using the Pureology 5-in-1 Color Fanatic spray. It's something that when you wash your hair in the shower or whatever, and then you put your moisturizer on. After you've rinsed your moisturizer out and you've kind of dried your hair a little bit, you spray like 5 or 6 sprays of the Color Fanatic and work it into your hair and let it stay there. It's kind of a leave-in conditioner. Well, it's expensive. It's almost $40. And I thought, oh. So this is what they're calling a dupe for that. And it's L'Oreal Ever Pure. This is the 21-in-1 color carrying spray. And I don't know if it works the same way or not. It seems to, my hair still seems to look nice when I use it, but it's got a strong smell. L'Oreal, really, really L'Oreal, stop putting strong smells in your products. Ugh. I can't handle the smell. And so I'm going to have to go back to the Pureology Color Fanatic, and I just missed it in the Ulta sale, the 21 days. They had it on the very first day of the sale, the Color Fanatic half price. So I was a little disappointed in that. But this is not really a dupe. I can't stand the smell. It seems to work the same way though. So if you don't mind the smell, maybe you can use this. But this is a great after moisturizing treatment for your hair, because a lot of times the moisturizer just dries right out. It just doesn't stay in your hair. And this will kind of seal in the moisturizer on your hair. So yeah, I'm on the fence on that one. I got this because I love Dr. Sam. She's a dermatologist on here, and this is her brand Prequel. They sell it at Target, and this is the cleanser. She calls it a cleanser. It's a glycerin cleanser, and it's I couldn't wait to try it, but it's like 18 bucks for this. But it's a nice big bottle. I mean, you get quite a lot. They have one that has a kind of a turquoise cap that's got salicylic acid in it. I think it's more for people with oily skin who want to control oil with theirs and want a little bit stronger brew. This is the general cleanser, as she calls it. Well, I don't feel clean, you know, and this is for body and face. It's not just for your face. It's for body and face. I think that's why it's so big. You know, and my mom, bless her, God rest her soul, she passed away in her 70s, but right up until her 70s, she had the greatest skin in the world. And you know what she did for her exfoliation and cleansing? She used Dove soap and a face cloth, or flannel, as you call it in the UK. Yeah, she used this every day, and the face cloth and everything. Of course, she didn't do moisturizers and all that stuff. We didn't have all that same knowledge back in the old days. But I just don't feel clean with this, and she has all these ingredients, and I know she's a dermatologist. She's so good. I love her videos, but I just feel like it didn't get everything off. You know, like it doesn't get all the stuff up. And she's got several other products in the line. She's got an exfoliator. She's got a moisturizer. But I don't know how I feel about this face wash. Well, I do know how I feel about this face wash. I don't feel clean. And maybe that squeaky clean feeling isn't what I'm supposed to get from a face cleanser, but it's me, you know. Maybe it's a me thing, and it's a user error. I don't feel like it really gets everything off, because I don't feel like my face, my neck, and I did use it in my body. It seemed to work better as a body wash, but I don't feel clean. And if I don't feel clean, I'm not sure why I bought a face and body wash. So I'm probably going to return this. Actually, I'm really unhappy with the performance. And I love Dr. Sam. She's great. When I was in TJ Maxx, of course, I told you in a recent video that the CosRx Snail Mucin Essence, this is the Power Essence, the yellow label. The purple label, or purpley blue, periwinkle, is the niacinamide. This is a hydrating essence. And I tried them side by side to see how they felt, and I could tell you that this one feels better. It's supposed to be extra hydrating for dry skin. Let me just put it in there. This stuff comes out just like you would expect it to look. Right? Yeah. You put this all over your face after you've washed your face and exfoliated. You put this on, and it sinks in and moisturizes. And anything you put on after, such as serums or moisturizers, anything like that, it helps hold them into your skin. It's a really nice step. This is more like, you know, Korean kind of skincare. They're so far ahead of us with skincare and stuff. But I think I prefer this purple one over the yellow one. And I think if you have normal to oily skin, like coming summertime up, this is probably going to be more useful to you. But the yellow one I think is more for normal to oily skin, and this purpley one I think is more for dry skin, and it's got extra hydration in it. I'm going to use them both because I love this whole snail mucin thing. I'm not skittish at all about it. I think it's pretty cool. And they run about $16.99 at TJ Maxx. And they actually have the all-purpose snail mucin cream, and they have the the cleanser. The cleanser is only $10.99, and I may go back and get that because I enjoyed that cleanser much more than Prequel, I'll have to add. And of course, I still am using castor oil. Castor oil, I use it on my arthritis knees. I use it on my age spots, and it's nearly almost taken it off of my arm. It takes time, and I put it on my neck, under the breasts, and it seems to be helping the condition of my skin. And somebody had written a while back and asked me, it's like, it's so thick and, you know, it's very thick and gloppy. How do you prepare it for your skin? I just put it directly on my skin as it appears. It is kind of a, yeah, it's a thick formula. It's thick, I know, feels gross, but it's good for you. Castor oil, I mean, you'll see a lot of people have videos out about castor oil, and I've been touting its benefits for a couple years now. I really believe in it. And I put a little bit of this in my eyebrows every night. After my night wash of my face, I will put just I'll take a finger and just put a little bit in each eyebrow. And I've got, especially this one is going nuts. There's a couple of hairs that are just going, hello, hello, castor oil. So I have like a couple sticking up really fast. But I had very, very sparse eyebrows from the 70s, from disco, you know, we all plucked our eyebrows, we all made thin little lines, and it looked good back then. But, you know, as you know, styles change, and they never grew back because I plucked it so thin. What were we thinking? I was looking at some of my pictures from the 80s, and I was like, what was I thinking with these fashions? Anyway, this is the Heritage one, and then the Purador one. You can find this one in TJ Maxx. If you just want to get a little bottle for like $6-7. This is a great way to start. Always get a glass bottle, a dark bottle, because light does affect and heat does affect the efficiency of the castor oil. These are spray hand sanitizers. I'm so excited to find these because they were selling out. They went viral, and they were selling out, and I'm like, it's a freaking hand sanitizer. Where are people going with this? Anyway, Touchland is the main brand that this one is the copycat of, and I found these three in the Dollar Tree, and I only found them because they had just put them out. And they already were starting to go. There was, he told me there was a woman who came in every single day and asked if they were going to be putting any out that day. And she would buy the whole box. I thought, that's so mean. Anyway, Touchland is a very pleasant spray. You get different scents. It's not just that alcohol smell like we had during COVID. It's different. There's hibiscus, and there's ocean breeze, and there's vanilla sugar, and you know, there's all these different scents. And in Ulta, you can get this size for about $10 and a larger size for $16. It's freaking hand sanitizer. I'm like, just anyway. I got one of each flavor that they had. I have the hibiscus and the ocean breeze, and then I have something else, some kind of plum thing. What is this called? Passion fruit. This is the passion fruit. This is the ocean breeze, and then this is the hibiscus. All three very, very pleasant to use. Also, too, if you go into the soap section, you'll find the kitty sprays. One is Hot Wheels and one is Barbie. And they actually smell like alcohol when you spray them, but they're hand sanitizers. I love spray hand sanitizers. Like if you're using the gas pump or something, when you get back to your car, this is just so convenient. Just spray your hands, spray your keys, spray the door handle with this stuff. The fact that it's a designer thing now is just cracking me up. But if you catch Dollar Tree at a particular good day, these are only $1.25 at Dollar Tree right now until the tariffs get added on. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I'm not. I got in trouble. I think that's why I was hacked. Yeah, they're really nice. And they were putting them on an end cap at the end of the skincare aisle. So look for these. These are the three flavors I saw. I think there was a yellow one too, but I'm not sure. So these are Touchland duplicates done by Be Pure. And then you can find these in the kitty section or the seasonal section, which I think is a great idea. Spray hand sanitizer for children. Although I spray an adult male with this one, and I spray myself with Barbie because I think it's kind of cool. But it does smell like alcohol. And these smell really pleasant. Okay, let's get into makeup and stuff. I was looking for a new face moisturizer primer type of thing, and I hadn't tried this in a long time, or if I have never tried it. I've tried the different products that CoverGirl has come out, but now, you know, they're cruelty free now. Simply Ageless, it's called. It's a nice cream version, and it really does. It sinks in nicely to the skin. It really moisturizes. There is very light, if any, scent, and it's just a product scent. It's not added fragrance, anything like that. I think it's wonderful. CoverGirl. And also, I think I was watching Fergie Lista, who is Rebecca. I love watching her. She's so nice. And she was talking about this little brush that is right next to the Ageless, the little beads foundation. You know, this is with them because it crushes the beads. Crushes the beads up in the Ageless foundation. You know, the one that's looks like all those different colored beads in suspension. They sell this, it's like 11 bucks. They sell this little foundation brush to go with the foundation with the beads because it crushes them. So you basically, though, you want to put that foundation on a plate and then pounce it with this and then put it on your face. And this works really nicely. Now, I've used this 3 times and I have washed it 3 times. And it washes well, it holds its shape. It's an excellent little brush. Who would have known CoverGirl would come out with a brush? And it just fits in the hand nicely. It works really nicely. It washes up nicely. It's in good shape. I think this is a marvelous deal. So thank you, Rebecca, for your influencing me. Yeah, I watch YouTube videos all the time, and I'm always seeing other people do their thing. And sometimes I agree with them, sometimes not. And sometimes I see that they've really just become salespeople, and I unsubscribe because I can't handle all that sales stuff. I'm not sure if I ever talked about this. I got this, I would say around November of this past year, and I don't think I talked about it because when I did my November faves and flops, I had just gotten my new channel. My old channel, as you know, was hacked, and I will probably mention that in every video because I'm still stunned that YouTube and Google have not helped me get my channel back. And it's still up there, and the thieves are running it. The thieves are running my old channel that has, I've been trying to get people to unsubscribe from it, and I think it's down to like 16,000 subscribers. It's still a lot more than me. I don't think I've broken 200 yet, although the 198 people I have are marvelous. And, you know, in a way, it's kind of nice, a nice intimate audience. If I was in a room with 198 people, I'd be very, very happy. So anyway, this is tinted, the Live Tinted. And this is basically a tinted SPF, shade 10. And this goes on very nicely. It goes on a little bit shiny. And I want to talk to you a little bit about SPFs because a lot of people, they will, and I even did this. I said, well, just take some of your foundation drops and mix it with your SPF and you'll have a tinted SPF. Well, that's apparently very wrong. That is wrong. Do not do that. And if you think it through, when you have an SPF, it is formulated to go on to your face as SPF 50 or whatever it is. And these that are tinted are formulated probably with extra SPF to accommodate the addition of the tint. When you're at home, you don't. So what you're doing is you're diluting the SPF 50 down to about an SPF 20. By adding things to it, and you might be even breaking down the composition of it. So it's not a good idea to put your foundation or even a moisturizer in with your SPF because you will hurt that. It hasn't been tested and formulated to work with additional items added to it. So it's best to put your SPF on first and then put your foundation over the top of it. Don't mix them together because you will ruin your layer of SPF. So anyway, this tinted was tested in the lab and formulated to work with the tint that's in it. It's okay, you know, it's nice. I think in summer I'll like it more. It's a little bit shiny. I do powder it down because I don't like a shiny face, and I have dry skin, but I don't like shiny face. I just find it really annoying seeing a very glowy, shiny face. It's not, to me, it's not attractive. This didn't have a very long staying power, and I think it's more meant to be something you wear to some place like a beach or outside at a picnic or something. It's not really meant to be your wear it to work kind of foundation. I think this is more of a workhorse foundation tint that's an SPF, and I think the SPF is first and the tint is second. So it wore down at lunchtime. I always go in the ladies' room and look under the unforgiving white lights of the office, and it looked all broken down. It was worn off around my mouth. It was worn off under my nose, of course, because I'm blowing my nose terribly. Oh my gosh, it's awful. It's gross. But it didn't have very much longevity, so I don't know how to rate this because it's not really a real foundation. So if you are going to spend the bucks, honestly, buy a nice SPF. Put that on first and let it soak in, and then put your foundation over the top of it, and hopefully you'll find a combination that works where it won't pill up or peel or anything like that. But I'm going to call this a fail for me because I wanted to wear it as a foundation that has SPF in it, and it doesn't last long enough for me. It doesn't make it through my work day, and I go outside as part of my work day. I'm out in the cemetery. I know. And I'm in the office, so I thought this was a great idea. I have this on my hands and arms. It seems to last longer there, so it's got to be the eating and blowing the nose thing and moving my mouth and having the phone next to me. We have one of those old-fashioned phones that's connected to the wall kind of thing, or it's a wire, got the cord on it. Remember those? Yeah. And it wears off on that, so it's not transfer proof, and it doesn't work as well as I kind of wanted it to. So the Live Tinted is not really working for me. I think if it had a little bit more longevity, I would have been happier with it. This is Pure powder foundation. They're now showing up. For some reason, they're showing up at TJ Maxx. It's not a good sign. This is the ivory shade. They had a lot of shades, and I really like this powder foundation. I thought it worked really nicely. Now that summer's coming up, this is something to consider because this is a great touch-up powder to bring to work when your SPF foundation tint doesn't hold up. This was great. It saved me, and I think it's also a great general use. I don't know. In the summertime, I do get a little bit sweaty, not so much oily, but sweaty. And using a powder foundation for me is helpful that way because I don't look quite so, broken down. But this is the Pure Pressed Mineral Makeup, and this is the shade Ivory. They had several in the TJ Maxx I went into, so I don't know if they're maybe reformulating or they're changing up their packaging. I don't know. With that in mind, TJ Maxx has the Profusion Mean Girls collection, and this is the You Can't Sit With Us cream blush quad, which is very, very cute. I think I bought it because it said you can't sit with us. Because you ever hear that when you were in school? I had that at one time. I was kind of a nerdy kid, played trumpet in the band and stuff. And in junior high, I remember I went to sit down and the girls were like, "You can't sit with us." And it was like, and when it happens to you, it's like it's really a compelling Zen moment in your life. Anyway, this is You Can't Sit With Us blush, and it's got a nice assortment, but they hardly have any pigmentation. Now, prove me wrong here. Let me just put that on. And one of the things I noticed was that they kind of disappeared. And oh gosh, I'm testing out the MCO makeup, and I just added some blush. Anyway, yeah, there's not a whole lot of longevity with these. I thought it was a really nice assortment. It was $3.99. So for $4, they're like $1 each blush. I thought, you know, to carry it, to have something in the office desk for an emergency, just put it on there. I thought it would work out nicely for that. So it's a nice assortment of colors. It's not a great longevity thing, but for a quick touch-up at the office, I thought it was a nice, inexpensive alternative. This one was also at TJ Maxx, and it's from Kaja. And it's one of their blushes. And I was like, wow, this is great. How neat, you know? And it was beautiful cream blush. And I put it on. And as I... Did you just see it disappear in front of your eyes? It just disappears on your cheeks, too. So this Kaja... by the end of your makeup routine is completely disappeared from your face, gone off to the makeup universe or something, or absorbed in. And I was so unhappy with this. I couldn't believe it. It just disappeared. So the Kaja liquid blush, this is shade Rose Macaron number 3. And what a disappointment this was. From Kaja. On the other end of the spectrum, this is from Dollar Tree. This is Iona. This is their liquid blush. And this lasted really well. I was like, okay. You know, I wasn't going to give them a chance. But this works so well. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And this shade, Soft Pink, it's called Soft Pink from Ione, from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25. Be Pure and Ione have some good products. You have to look though, because it's hit or miss. And I still am not sure I trust the skincare from there. I know they say they have hyaluronic acid and niacinamide and everything in the product, but do they? I mean, who's regulating this stuff? Because the FDA is not, and I'm not sure if I would trust it. So, but I do think this is nice. It feels good. It dries, and it's still there. It's still there. So this is something I would recommend, and they have other shades as well. So that's the Ione. Liquid blush. These are fairly new at Dollar Tree. I think they have them hanging up with the regular makeup madness that they have in there. So have a look for it. Now I kept out this IT Cosmetics blush. I know I've talked about it in the past. I love this blush. It's my favorite blush right now. Alexis and Christina got me turned on to this. It's from IT Cosmetics, and it's their cream formula blush. This one is called Sunlit. And the reason I'm showing you this is because Ulta's 21 days of sale, they're going to have this on sale near the end of the sale on the 21st, Friday. They're going to have this cream blush on sale for half price. So if you want to try it, this is a good time to try it. Sunlit is the color here. It's a beautiful kind of neutral pinky coral color. You can build it up stronger or lighter, and I love it. It's absolutely wonderful. There's no smell, and it's a beautiful cream blush. You don't hear about this one very often. We hear about all the other ones and then the drugstore ones. And just for curiosity's sake, the 15th, Saturday, IT Cosmetics CC Cream is half price. On the 19th, Wednesday, Herborian CC Cream. It's a tiny little tube, and it's like the nicest BB cream you will ever use. On the 20th, Thursday, Smashbox, the Cali Contour palette is going to be half price, and their eyeshadows half price. Their whole brand, I believe, is on sale for half. And the IGK hair color mask, which has the color depositing feature to it. And on Friday is the IT Cosmetics Cream Blush. So I didn't really find a whole lot at the Ulta sale that I was interested in. I don't know, I thought it was kind of mad this year. I don't know how you feel. Did you get anything at the sale? Why don't you let us know in the comments? That would be nice. But definitely the IT Cosmetics blush, the cream blush, is on sale on Friday, the 21st. I found this at TJ Maxx and a couple other Mally items I noticed. I don't know if that's a bad sign or not, or if she's just repackaging. I used to love her makeup. They used to sell it in Ulta and also in Kohl's, and they are not selling it in either of those two places now. But this is the Face Defender Universal Shade. It's clear, and it's, instead of using powder, you use this as your touch-up instead of powder. It touches up and takes the shine off your face, and it's actually almost like a primer. It's an excellent product, and it does come with a mirror. I think this was something like $4.99, and it is definitely expensive product. I think it's in the 20s on her website. But Mally Cosmetics, you can find them on Amazon. You can get them at TJ Maxx now. This, and I think there was some blushes that were also on the in the TJ Maxx's I went to. I go to a lot of different TJ Maxx's and a lot of different Targets. Yeah, Mally is showing up in TJ Maxx, and hopefully she's doing okay. I really like her. She's a makeup artist, and she's had really good success with her makeup. I think she's on the Home Shopping Network, or QVC, one of them. And I think that's where she gets her sales from. It's kind of like Laura Geller. You don't hear a lot about Laura Geller's stuff, but she's got some great products too. But she's mostly on the shopping networks, so you don't really see them in store. You don't really hear about them from a lot of influencers. I'm not sure they even have influencers working for them. So it's a sad world. Very different from when I first started. Okay, so that's the Mally Face Defender, and it's worth checking out. As you can see, it took the shine right off my nose, and it does not use powder, so it won't cake up, and it looks great. It just takes the shine off your face. I did try, in CVS now, they've got a W7 section, which I was really surprised to see. It looks like they're taking on W7 products, and W7 is different than number 7. W7 is actually it's kind of like a zip code in London. It's kind of like a really cool West End kind of zip code, and they name their company after where they're located. This is their copycat of the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow. It falls short. It falls short. I'm not sure I'm really pleased with the bronze part, and this is not shiny enough to be a glowy. Oh, again, I don't want to put anything on my face. Yeah, it looks like the spotlight didn't last anyway. Okay. Yeah, this was kind of mediocre, and I also got one of their eyeshadow palettes. They had a ton of them. They're only $8. And I think this was only about $5, so the pricing is really, really nice. Now look at this. This is an imitation of Too Faced, the Too Faced Nude Explosion palette thing that they have. The same design. Everybody gets mad at MCO because they're copying. Look at this, is a direct copy. The only thing is it's not a direct copy because the quality of these shadows is not there. You really have to take a lot to build up your shades. You can make a nice eye with them, and I actually did use this today for part of my eye. But MCO doesn't have any eyeshadows or eye primers available to the US yet, so that's why. But I mean, it looks like it would have a lot of good color combinations. The deeper shades do have a little bit more pigment, but the lighter shades, which I like to have a nice light base, it just wasn't very pigmented. I was very disappointed. The shimmers are kind of almost non-existent. and they don't look like they do in the pan. They're lighter on redder, orangier than they are in the pan. I was disappointed in this, and I wanted to love it. I did. I wanted to support this brand. But W7 to me was kind of a fail. I only got these two products. I know I liked their lipstick when I did the CVS Advent calendar. They had some W7 lipsticks in there, and maybe I'll try some of their lipsticks. They're full size, but I'm not very impressed with this or with the eye palette. Also in TJ Maxx, this is I think it's because it's old. This is from, I think, a couple years ago. This is the Friends compilation, and this is Central Perk. Again, these eyeshadows are very lackluster. They're hardly there. I thought that they would be a lot better than they are. I love the design of the packaging, the whole concept of Friends. I think it's neat. I love the detailing here. You can see there's cups of coffee imprinted on some of the shades. This, I think, was $4.99, so it was a really good deal, and I couldn't resist. And I thought, well, if I can find one or two shades in this palette, then it would make it worth it for me. Yeah, this is one of the Taste Beauty releases, and Taste Beauty puts out a lot of really cute packaged eyeshadow palettes, but the formulation in the eyeshadows is pretty mediocre. So I love this whole thing. I did like the show, but I can't recommend this, and it is older now, on top of the fact that it's not a great formula, so I can't recommend the Friends palette. I did buy this Essence Bloom Baby Bloom, and this is a combination. You get a nice mirror there. Eyeshadows and face palette. You can also use everything as something else. So you can use some of the eyeshadow colors as contour or bronze or blush, and you can use these as eyeshadows. So I thought this was kind of a nice little assortment. I think they run around $6.99 in the Essence thing. I didn't pay attention. I'm so sorry. It's not bad. The face products are okay. They have a different variety of these in slightly different color patterns. I was looking for an inexpensive option because I'm going to be doing my Sweet Granny to Hot Glammy thing, and I was looking for something that would be inexpensive because it's the drugstore version, and then I'm going to do a favorites version of all different high and low end, because I don't just do high end face or low end face. But I was looking for something that wouldn't break the bank for somebody who's just starting out or just going to an event, and I thought this might be a nice option, but it's not. This isn't quite light enough, and this has got a shimmer to it. So it doesn't work as an all-in-one palette, but again, a touch-up at work, this is really nice. This was at TJ Maxx, and it's one of the older Morphe palettes. And I think I've seen this in the Morphe section in some store. It might even have been Ulta, but it has a really nice assortment. These are our shimmers here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers, and the rest are matte. It's got a nice black, a nice dark brown. These shimmers are kind of unusual for a combination, because this is kind of a matte. This one, yeah, a little bit of a shimmer. There is a slight micro glitter in these shimmers, which I'm not that keen on. But I mean, this is a good basic at the office kind of palette type of thing, but I wouldn't buy this on purpose and pay full price for it. It was at TJ Maxx for some reason, so maybe the packaging's changed or they've discontinued this particular series. But this is Morphe, and Morphe now is different than the Morphe we hated last year or the year before when they went through the lawsuits and a lot of people got screwed. That Morphe is no longer. The Morphe that is running it now are different business people, and they're trying to create new good products. So let's not throw hate at the new Morphe. They probably should have changed their name, I think, but I got a birthday gift. I was really impressed. Ulta, I said, you know, my birthday was in February, and I didn't get a chance to come in. I said, and I never got a card or an email or anything telling me that I had a birthday gift. And she goes, oh, you just picked something out. So she comes and she puts this whole stack of stuff in front of me, and she says, you can have one of these. And there was like First Aid Beauty cream, there was, you know, perfumes, there was all kinds of stuff. And I saw this. This is the new Lancome mascara. This is the Flutter extension mascara. And I was like, oh boy, I can try it, you know. And it's supposed to be 75% lifted, 96% extended. Oh boy. So, you know, and I do have the original Idol. I have Lancome Idol, and this is a really nice mascara. And I thought, well, this has got to be good if they're calling it the Flutter mascara. Well, it's a lighter look. It's lighter. It does separate nicely, makes a really nice lash. And then midway through my day, when I went into the horrible, unforgiving bathroom mirror with the white lights, it was all little dings all up on my upper lid. It does not pass the heat and humidity test. It was a fail. And I'm so disappointed. I wanted to like it, but I'm kind of glad I don't because it's expensive. But it was a nice free gift to get. I think that was, you know, it was really cool of them. They don't have to give us birthday gifts. That's just really nice. And the original Idol, so much better. And so don't bother. The Flutter extension, it looks just beautiful at first, and especially on the lower lashes, really, really pretty. I thought, oh, this is just gorgeous. But later on, when it was leaving dings and there was a little bit of smudging underneath, that's just a killer for me. I can't handle it. Sorry. So that didn't work. The other birthday gift I got was Sephora. Gosh, Sephora, look at you. This is the Beauty Insider birthday gift for February, and it says happy birthday. It's the Makeup by Mario. It is a lip pencil, a mini one, and a lip drench thing, a lip balm kind of thing. The color shade is more universal. It's a little bit darker. You click it up. It feels heavenly. Your lips are shiny. It looks great. Very, very nice. And the lip liner, isn't this cute? Cute little lip liner. Really, really nice. So this was a wonderful gift. A wonderful gift. The Makeup by Mario. It's the Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serum, and you do feel a little bit of that heat. Rosewood Glow is the color. And then the Ultra Suede Sculpting Lip Pencil is in Rich Mauve. So that's called Rich Mauve. And then let me just put the lipstick next to it so you can get a better idea. And it's nice and shiny. It's so pretty. I wonder if it's going to make my hand tingle. Yeah. It's really nice. What a nice gift from Sephora. I was very impressed. I thought that was really nice. And you know, I'm not palsy with Sephora right now, as you know. So she told me that the sale was going to be in April. So you know, just so you know, the sale's going to be in April. So if you have Sephora purchases in mind, you might want to wait it out a couple of weeks to get the April sale. But this is the birthday gift for February from Sephora, and very, very nice. They did have a few other options as well, and I don't remember what they were. I'm sorry. I just saw that and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get the Makeup from Mario. Now speaking of mascara, this is the new Revlon mascara. It is called Full Time. And I thought, I haven't really had a lot of luck with Revlon mascaras in the past. I don't know, you know. And, you know, this might be one that you have to season a few times too. It's got a slight bend to the, to this. And I think I got the brown black color. I probably shouldn't get the brown black color. Yeah, this is the black brown color. Because I like black brown better on my lashes. It's not as harsh as like the black. You know, I don't have that Liza Minnelli thing going on. You're like, nah. Yeah. Okay. So it gives you, and there I go putting makeup on over the top of the mascara from MCO. I got some black mascara from MCO, by the way. And I owe them an apology because the black mascara worked completely differently than the brown black from MCO. Anyway, this is the brown black from Revlon. It makes a huge, big honking lash. I put 3 coats on and it lasted all day. No dings, no smearing. Looked great. The end of the night, I did use a makeup remover, like a double cleanse, to get it off. I don't think it's a tubing mascara. I don't think it is. But it's really good. Who knew that Revlon would have a, and it says 24 hours no flaking. I didn't test it for 24 hours, but I can tell you that after about 13 or 14 hours, there was no flaking and no smearing. What a great mascara. So this is good. This wins my thumbs up big honkin' lashes award. Really nice. So I'm not returning this. You should see me with all my little return bags to places. Oh, they hate me. There's one guy in CVS that absolutely hates me. In Sephora, I did get the Wherever Walnut pencil. Mine was down to a nib, so I had to replace it. And while I was buying this, I asked about the birthday gift, which they gave me. And then she told me about the sale, and I felt like a heel. I thought, geez, I could have waited on this, you know, to get 10% off or whatever it is that I get now that I'm not a rouge anymore. Yeah. But I got it anyway because it's so wonderful. Again, I'm going over the top of MCO makeup. Darn it. I gotta stop that. This is a beautiful lip liner. Absolutely wonderful from Makeup Forever. And it's called Wherever Walnut. It's very, very famous. A lot of people like that particular lip liner. Now, there's a huge difference between having shiny lips and having frosted lips. And I was looking for like a nice, pretty, light peach color for spring. I've always liked that. And I was told to try this in this satin slipper. And this is from, this is one of the CoverGirl re-released things. It's very pretty, but it's on the kind of pink side, a little Barbie thing going on there. I love these crystal glass cases too, really nice. So this is a shiny lip. And you can see it's very shiny, very pretty. I want to show you the other suggestion. They said I was looking for a dupe for Spanish Pink from Tom Ford, because I've always loved that color, and they suggested Peach Fuzz from L'Oreal. This is a frosted lipstick, a la 1971. And the frosted lipsticks can really date you if you're not careful. So the difference between a frosted lipstick and a shiny lipstick is huge. So try not to get frosted lipsticks. You know, I mean, you can buy whatever you want. I'm not going to dictate to you what you can and cannot do, the rules and regs and stuff. But I just think it looks so much better to have a shiny lip than to have the frosted lip. The frosted lip really is very dated. What is this? Has that been there all this time? So the frosted lip kind of gives your mouth a very 1970s look, and it works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. And I think in general, if you have to choose a shiny lip as opposed to a frosted lip. And now you can see kind of the difference. Yeah, the frosted lip is just kind of old school, far too dated. And also too, L'Oreal puts that scent in all of their lipstick products. I think there's only one series of their lipsticks they don't have that awful scent in. I think it's the Power Nudes. But they're regular, you know, these pretty gold case lipsticks, they all have that terrible smell to them, and I can't handle it. This is going back. So anyway, that was the L'Oreal. I don't know if I talked about this last time. This is the Macaron. I think it's Macaron. What is this? Nude Macaron. And it is number 650 from L'Oreal. This is their Plump Ambition lip oil. And got a little bit of a minty kind of smell to it. And after about 10 seconds, you feel the heat. You don't really see that much of a plump, but you do feel the heat. And it's like you're suffering for nothing. I don't know. It's a pretty shiny look, but my lips, after a couple of hours of wearing this, it didn't really have a long wear time, but my lips felt like they were dry, like it had really put them through the ringer. And so I just can't recommend these. You know, these are the L'Oreal Plump Ambition. Is that what it is? Plump Ambition lip oil, plumping lip oil. You know, I try, you know, I'm very flexible here. I try new things all the time. I don't stick my feet in the sand and say, I only like this lipstick. I don't do that. But when I try new things like this, I'm so disappointed that it didn't work. Last time I was talking about these fat oil. These are the lip oils from NYX. And one of you said, this one is no filter needed. And one of you said that looked great. And I was looking for a slightly lighter shade, and I found one. I was really pleased. This one is called Story or Post. Story or Post. And this is a very pretty color, slightly lighter than the other one. Now this is a much more pleasant experience than the L'Oreal one. And it's pretty. My lips are shiny, not frosty, and it's a very pretty shade. I think I like it a little bit better than the no filter needed one, but very, very nice. Now you do get a little bit of tingle from this, just a teeny bit. It doesn't really do a whole lot, but your lips look great. And they're not dried up at the end of the day. So I do like these fat oils from NYX. Now I have two shades. I have to show you my little hack for today. A lot of times when you're using one of these pencil sharpeners, a little piece will be stuck in the bottom, like the tip of the pencil or something will break off and it's stuck at the bottom. Well, this is an old pencil of mine that has a spoolie at the end, and you can just go right in with that spoolie and clean out everything there. It's such a great little tool to use to clean out your pencil sharpener, so then the next time you put a pencil in, there's no little nibby there stopping it from sharpening correctly. So that's your little hack of the day. So my next video coming up will be all about MCO Beauty. I'm going to do a full face of MCO Beauty, tell you the history of the brand, and we will have a good old time. And then after that, I'm going to do a sweet granny to hot glammy complete makeover from start to finish using all drugstore and affordable products. And then I'm going to do a sweet granny to hot glammy using my favorites, high and low end products, just so you can see what I would normally do for a face. So anyway, I hope all of you are well. I'm feeling like 90% better than I have in 2 months. That flu hung on for 2 months, the A1 influenza virus or whatever it was. And what's really weird is I work in the cemetery and funeral industry, and somebody died from this that we buried. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, oh my gosh. So I'm very, very grateful and blessed. I really think that things are going to get better. And so please let me know if there's anything new with you. If you've bought anything over the past couple of weeks, are you going to buy anything in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale? I'm just curious because I gave you my list. And enjoy our happy spring now. It's coming out. Finally, winter is over. I can change over my clothes in the closet to my spring colors and stuff. Play safe. Have a wonderful week and a beautiful day. Take care. Toodles.